Well, good evening. We do hope that you have had a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. We'll begin our news tonight with the fallout from the state of Arkansas's plan to build a new prison in Franklin County. Ever since the governor and the Department of Corrections announced the purchase of 815 acres of land for a planned 3,000-bed prison, that project has been the subject of controversy. And now a coalition of Franklin County residents is calling for an investigation and even the firing of several state officials. Channel 7's Andrew Mobley joins us now with the details. Andrew.
The land was purchased for $2.95 million by the Arkansas Development Finance Authority at the request of the state's executive leadership.
These people, the governor's office and the planning of this is equivalent of storing dynamite in a fireplace.
The Franklin County and River Valley Coalition is calling for the termination of ADFA President Mark Conine, Chief Legal Counsel Jake Bleed, and Division of Building Authority Director Ann Laidlaw. The coalition says interoffice emails they obtained show that ADFA's president and legal counsel kept the reason for the land's purchase a secret from their agency's board of directors, from whom they had to receive approval for the purchase.
When you've got an administration who wants complete secrecy, when you start hiding things from board, it becomes a much more sinister event.
In one email, Bleed even says that the purchase of the land was not for a prison.
It just further points to the secrecy and the cover-up and the deception of the public.
Why the apparent secrecy, and for a site that Laidlaw said she did not think was viable in emails to the governor's office? That's what concerned Franklin County citizens, and some state lawmakers want an investigation to answer.
They clearly know that this is not viable for this project. Infrastructure-wise, workforce-wise, access-wise, it doesn't fit the site selection criteria that they initially laid out, and we've seen that criteria be minimized to kind of back end to fit the property.
Critics of the state have noted that ADFA is leasing the Franklin County land to the Department of Corrections for $1 a year, rather than simply transferring the land to the department.
It didn't require legislative approval, which the transfer of ownership would. So they sidestepped a potentially negative vote in the legislature and figured out a workaround.
The governor has set aside $470 million for the new prison, but in recent weeks, concerns have arisen that the end cost could be much higher.
This is going to involve well over $1 billion. They're already backing up and saying they can't control the cost.
It seems to be that they just want to get shovels in the ground as quickly as possible because then we're tied to this project. Every taxpayer in the state is tied to it.
From top to bottom, from the governor all the way down, there needs to be an investigation.
King says he and State Senator Gary Stubblefield, who both represent Franklin County, have called on Senate President Bart Hester to hold a hearing in the Judiciary Committee to investigate the state's handling of the land purchase.
Senator Stubblefield and I requested the meeting of the Judiciary Committee, and Senator Bart Hester right now at our time has to approve the meeting, and so far he has not done that. So he is part of the cover-up.
Hester says it would be more appropriate to bring the issue to a committee during the legislative session in January.
Senator King continues to align with the extreme left like Chris Jones and the Democrat Party on all these issues down in Franklin County. And look, the people of Arkansas just, they don't want to be wasting taxpayers' dollars when we can do the same actions for free come January 13th. The need for a new prison in Arkansas is undeniable. Look, anywhere we put a prison, there would be backlash. Look, I have empathy for the people that it's going to be near, but look, the number one responsibility of government is public safety.
King says he and Stubblefield will continue to pursue answers from the governor's office and demand a meeting next week, regardless if it's a committee meeting or not. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
Well, the Arkansas Development Finance Authority did release a statement to Channel 7 News saying it was, quote, not involved in anything outside of the financing for this project, consistent with their role in other projects in the public and private sector.